Monday the 22nd of May, and we are, I'm just adjusting my volume so I don't hear a replay on here or an echo. We're drawing wolves this morning, and I'm hoping our lovely patrons, I think Meryl was going to add some wolves, and we have lots of wolves, which is wonderful. Let me pull you guys up and see where we're at. I'm just going to adjust this. Did everybody have a good weekend? Maybe I will also clean my screen here. All right. Hi, Amita. Good morning. Hello, Emily. Hi, bonjour, Alessandra. How are you all today? Hi, C. All right, so I'm going to show you some images that I have. Oh, they're so beautiful. We're going to have fun today. I'm thinking some compressed charcoal, some quick draws. Hi, Kitty. Okay, so we have that image. These are wonderful. Thank you so much. I think it was, if it was, who added the images? Did Meryl add the images? Hi, Louise. Good morning. How are you? If you're a patron, you will have gotten these in the Padlet. If you go to the Flora and Fauna Padlet, I think we'll start with this one. I think did C added this one. Thank you, C. Good morning, Janan. How are you? Yeah, so if you are, I don't know why my screen, my image is very yellow this morning, or very pink this morning. I think maybe it's this book. If I take that away, sometimes the coloring is a little off, and if I take this away as well, let's see what happens. It could be because the screen is a little, let's see if that adjusts. I don't even know if I can. No, I don't think it changes it. Okay, well, I will leave this image like this so you can have a look. Hi, Elvira. Hi, Meryl. You didn't add all the others? Somebody was busy. I wonder who added them. All right, so I haven't been good at keeping up with adding images to May's in here, but that's probably because we've been doing other images in in other sketchbooks. We did like the cactus. Oh, that was from my pattern class. We did the Saola. I haven't even posted. My brain has been a little bit everywhere. I'm trying to get my head around not having, as like, I have all of you guys, but I can't. I love that you guys do my mornings, and I love that you guys are always with me. But like, when you build an audience over to like 20 years, you have constant eyes that maybe share your work, and then, you know, then you'll get some new people doing your classes. For tomorrow's virtual art retreat, I have 2 people signed up for my virtual art retreat, which I'm grateful for, and I'm not going to change the day that it starts. Because it's recorded, I can always offer it as a recorded class, but it has gone from last April to this May. Last April I had 20 people sign up for my virtual art retreat, and now I have 2. And I do believe that it's because I can't, like, not everybody is seeing my posts. So anyway, enough about those classes and my account being taken down. But I think a lot of people, there are still people who don't know that I'm not on Blue Shine Art, and it's frustrating. I'm still, like, it's been a week and I'm still struggling with, like, you know, I'll email Instagram and I don't get any response, and I'll email Meta and I don't get any response. and I'll try calling and there's nothing. So anyway. Oh, thank you, Elvira. Elvira says, I added a few yesterday. Okay, I don't know if I have any paper in here. I do have one page. I'm trying to use that paper. Oh, I have another page. Okay, I'm trying to use that paper from sketchbooks so that I don't have like, you know, pages which aren't filled. And this is a nice big one, so I know that this screen is changing. It is changing the way that the camera is pulling up my screen or my image. Let's turn that slightly. Tomorrow, Jen is joining us tomorrow, by the way, which I'm really excited about. And tomorrow is, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Apple Tree. That's going to be really lovely. All right, let's get started. I want to do a negative space of this one first, if anybody is up for joining me. We'll do a negative space, and then maybe we'll do a line or a little bit of a detail over the top. I'm going to use my the Nitram or Nitram, and shall we do just a minute negative space? I don't think we need a whole ton. Hi Marianne, hi Martina. I didn't say hi to you guys when you came in, or maybe I did. Okay, let's do a 1 minute negative space, and your minute starts now. 1 minute. And then you can tell me if you are done your minute, if you're drawing with us, because I know telling me while you're drawing is not very easy to do. So don't tell me right now, just tell me afterwards when the minute is up. Okay, so I am kind of relying on, because I want to do the outline of the wolf. I was going to call it a dog. So I pulled up some amazing images of South Africa. Thank you, Michelle. You have sent me some, which is really lovely. And Amitra, I'm not sure if you said you had some or you went there. If you want to share them, I'd love to. If you don't mind, I'd love to use them. Oh, the timer has run out. South Africa is an amazing country. I went when I was in my early 20s. Had a good friend. I have a good friend. We just don't see each other because she's over there and I'm over here. Who is South African. She grew up in England and went to the same school as me. And she lives in South Africa now. So when I was in my early 20s, I went to visit her for 3 weeks and then went to Zimbabwe for, I think it was a week or 10 days. All right, here's the negative space. Why don't we do a 3 minute line drawing? Who's drawing with us first? Let's hear who is drawing. Anybody, anybody? Such a lovely image, and it's really not very easy to do white fur animals, because it is super subtle. That's why I went with the negative space first. C is drawing. Mita says, should I just send them to you on Instagram? I felt they're not as good, but I'll let you decide. Okay, yeah, sure. Send me them on Instagram. Just send them, yeah, directly to me. That's fine. That's great. Janan is drawing. Alexandra says, gorgeous image. I'm watching and listening. Martina is drawing. Yay. Okay. I'm just going to use, I think, I'm going to use like a dark gray and then a pink for this. Get the tongue in and then get the eye and then maybe a little bit like this gray. What's great about these neopastels is that you can still use it very lightly to get your different values, and then you can go a little bit harder to create a little bit more depth. So let's do a 3-minute, and your 3-minute starts now. We just need to get warmed up here. If you are a Patreon and you didn't come to our meets this weekend, we had 2 lovely meets. I don't think I posted last night or yesterday, so I apologize for that. I will be posting that this morning. But it was great to see everybody. I was prepping for art battle yesterday, so it was just a chat and catch up, but it was nice. And I did record the whole of it, which was, I can't believe I didn't record half of the one on Saturday, but happens, it happens, I'm sorry. And yeah, art battle, that's tomorrow. So we have Jen in the morning, and we will chat with Jen. It will be a nice distraction from me and my nerves, because I keep getting really nervous about tomorrow's art battle. There's a lot of great, like really great artists who are participating in tomorrow's battle. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I've never done like a live event like this, so it'll be completely new to me. And I know that some people who are doing the battle have battled before, so they're kind of a little bit, they have more experience in that live event than I do. So I don't know how loud it's going to be. I'm not sure whether to bring headphones with me or not. I'm going to look at some of the past ones and see what other people did, because if I see a lot of people do, then I may have to bring headphones, noise cancelling headphones. It's funny because I'm so used to drawing with no sound, with no music. I draw sometimes with the TV on in the background, but not really music. So they have a live, I think they have live music. I'm not sure if it's just, I'm not sure if it's a DJ or a live band. It's gonna be fun. Meryl is drawing as well. Emily says, I'm watching and getting kids ready for school. Oh, we have a holiday today. I always do my lives on holidays, and everyone's like, you're doing your live on a holiday? And I'm like, well, yeah, because everybody's sleeping, so it's not going to change much. And I like getting up and doing this. Janan says, I'm able for a few minutes until I scoot Sula into the city, about an hour and 15 minutes drive in traffic. Oh my gosh. Are you going to be doing that all, like, for her whole art career? When does she start driving? Alexandra says, I was going to say bring headphones so you can concentrate. Yeah. Hi, Louise. How are you? Nice of you to join. Alexandra says it looks pretty wild. It is. I think it is pretty wild. Hi, Julie. All right. Let's, I just want to darken around the nose and like a little bit around here, and I shouldn't have put, you're supposed to let this dry. I just want to darken You can see how dark this gets. This is the nitrum or nitrum. It would be nice if the company could tell me how to pronounce it. I should have been working on canvas for the past like 3 weeks. We have done a few little practices over the past couple of weeks, but painting on paper and painting on canvas is so different. I just have to capture what I want to capture. I was gonna do a street scene and then I changed my mind. I'm gonna do portraits. Look at his hair up here. Let me bring that down slightly. All right, everybody, let's get on to the next image. The next image is, ooh, I really like this image. I have a sketchbook, which is, oh, we have lots of drawings in here. My pastel 100 days has kind of come to a stop. Even though I use pastels daily, it's not, I don't know. It wasn't, I think I like being specific to a certain topic, a certain subject, rather than a medium. I think it's easier for me to stick to it. So I think if I do another 100 days, it would definitely have to be like 100 days of an apple, or 100 days of, like, the hands also kind of fell through and it shouldn't have, but I did 100 days of birds and bowls, and that worked. 100 days of the little black dress, well, I had to do that. I didn't have to do it in sketches, but I did end up doing it in sketches. Okay, I'm going to use this long page. I'm just going to take the screen away. Patreons, you have the image. I'm just going to pull this down slightly as well so that it's not right like that. The light really change. Okay. Not sure why the light is so strange today. All right. So should we do a 5-minute of this one? Let's do a 5-minute. Is it quite dark for you guys as well? Like, I feel like, I don't know why it's dark today. Let's have a look. Oh dear, everything's moving. Everything is moving. Oh, I can zoom in a little bit too. There we go. All right. I really like this image because I'm going to use the white of the page just for the snow, and there are no shadows, so it's going to become quite a graphic image. Should we do a 5-minute or a 10-minute? It is a little bit dark, isn't it? I'm not sure why. Janelle says, possibly. She should be on campus next year. We will see. A new driver cannot drive into Atlanta. Crazy town. Oh. Well, I mean, city driving is... Amita says 10 minutes. Okay, I'll set the timer for 10 minutes. Let's go. 10 minutes. Your time starts now. What's I going to say? Yeah, I think it's not actually a bad idea because, you know, they don't have as much experience. I am using my woodies just to get some of the trees in, and then I'm going to get the shapes of the wolves in. very roughly, because then I want to use either pencil on top or maybe my ArtGraf. Actually, I could have gone in with white. Oh, that, if I have time, I may do 2 of these ones because I really like the image. And I just thought of something different. Of course, after I started. I like this format of book, of sketchbook, because it feels almost like a story, like a storybook. It's kind of cool. I like it. Alexandra says 100 days is such a long time. A month is pretty good, I think. Yes, it is. Laura says, you do live event every morning. You have lots of practice. Remember Eleanor Roosevelt quote, do something that scares you every day. Yeah, I'm not into that. Honestly, I am definitely pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I know that I do this every morning, and somebody was saying, you need to show your face. Oh, I think it was, who is it? Jennifer. Jennifer in, and Melissa Moston. She also did a video, and she's like, you have to show yourself on Instagram, like your face, because if not, people can claim that they are you. Which is kind of true, because I have my voice and then I have my video, and somebody could just, why is it so dark? I have no idea why it's so dark. Can I adjust that? I don't know. Let me have a look. Ooh, that's better. Did not know I could do that. Is that better, everybody? Anyway, I should maybe, I just, you know, it's early. Who wants to show their face at 7 o'clock in the morning? These went a little bit dark. Very dark. Okay, so I'm just going to look at the shapes of these guys. I guess there is a little bit of shadow underneath them, which is, that's going to help me. I like shadows. Let's get the shadows in. Alexandra says the Italian format, haha. I'm not into that either, but I think it's wonderful that you're doing it, Shar, and I know you'll do brilliantly. Well, thank you. I'm just a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous, I am. We will see how things turn out. I'm gonna put shadows in my piece. I can't not have shadows. I think it'll be weird to have it not like just floating. So I'll put a few shadows in. Anyway, you need to all do me a favor and go and sign up to vote. I know that some of you are in Europe and that's not going to work, but you may get a reminder on your phone or something like that at like 1:30 at night, and 1:30 in the morning rather, because it's all about the votes. And of course my Instagram page got taken down a week before I needed to basically advertise, which I feel really bad for Art Paddle, because, you know, hopefully they didn't accept me on the premises that I had a lot of followers. I do wonder sometimes. I'm still getting people who, like on a daily basis, who say, oh my god, I didn't know that your account was taken down. It's because if you don't go and look for somebody, you don't, like, you don't always, and I know that I don't always go to people, like everybody that I follow's accounts every single day, so. Okay, how many minutes? We have 3.5 minutes. Do you think I can get all these little creatures drawn in? These little wolves. Today's prompt is wolf, if you are just joining. And I took away the image from being right underneath my nose because one, the light changed a little bit, and also, like, I think it's quite good to just look at the image and then kind of remember. Deborah says yes, it's brighter. Good. Good, good, good. I may have to spend a little bit longer on this one because I quite like the image, so if that's okay with you guys. This is really great for looking at shapes and drawing the shapes, because they're kind of everywhere. The shapes of these wolves are everywhere. That did not look like a wolf. They have very long noses. And really just their noses are without a lot of fur, and then their legs as well. So they have this body that's just really quite furry and fluffy. And then their long legs. Funny shape. I think that looks more like a pig than a wolf. The eye shape as well. I think this one is probably the one that looks the most like a wolf right now. The others are looking a little bit funny. This one especially, look at this one. I need to get some hair on him. I don't want it to look like a pig. All right, that is, your time is up, but I'm going to take a couple more minutes and do a few more details to these so that they actually look like wolves, or a little bit more like a wolf. Hi Heike. Amita says mine look nothing like wolves. Mine, some of mine look, well, kind of. I think their faces are tiny, and I've done mine a little bit too big. I'm not sure what it is about them. If you're just joining, this was a 10-minute draw, and I'm just stealing another couple of minutes to get these wolves on. I don't know if I should have done this this peach. There was another, I had another idea, so I'm gonna try the other idea after this. I'm not sure if that'll turn out, but we'll see. These are kind of in the background. They don't need to be as detailed. I'm just going to leave that like that. All right. So my next one, I'm going to use the same image. So this is the image that I'm using. I kind of spread mine out a little bit and squished them to fit into this composition. There are a couple of other images, but I want to try something with this image. Okay, so I'm going to give us another 10 minutes, and then you'll still have a good amount of time afterwards. I'm going to take again the ArtGraf. This one is going to be a little bit more a play on negative space, kind of, but with a little bit of pre-help. And that probably doesn't make sense at all, but we'll see how it turns out. It's kind of an experiment. And that's what these mornings are for, to experiment, to have fun, to enjoy your materials that you have around you, to try new things, to push yourself in different areas, not just to get stuck in, if you're a landscape painter, to try different things, right? I'm not sure how many of you paint or draw animals or did draw animals before doing my lives. I know that other than pet portraits, like I really didn't draw that many animals, which reminds me I have to paint a dog today. All right, white. And I'm gonna go in with the snow, and oh, I should have, oh, you know what? I'll just do the shadow afterwards. Oops, okay. And let's see how this, I don't know if this is even going to show up as much as I thought it was going to show up. I don't think it will, so I don't think that's a good idea. I wanted something really white, like really, really white. And this is not really, really white. And this is, I'm not sure why it's not showing up as white. Let's try, I'm just going to try everything until it works. Is this going to be whiter? This is gouache, white gouache. because the paper, you see, is I think I have pink on my brush, maybe that's why. It's a lot of gouache, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to squeeze that much out. So now I can go back in and just clean the lines up a little bit of these wolves. Yeah, the white didn't really work. I thought it would be much brighter. I guess the yellow paper isn't that much of a difference when it comes to this. But I can correct some of my wolves. Like, for example, this face, I can correct that a little bit. Okay, I may have to come back in afterwards and just go over with pencil. I'm scrapping this one. Janan says, see you in the morning. I'm excited to vote. Yay! Yeah, so voting is tomorrow. Starts probably at 7:30 p.m. because I think that's when the first round is. And then let's have a look what other images we've got for the art battle tomorrow. But I'm going to be here with Jen in the morning. I kind of want to do this one. I know it's not going to be easy, but let's do this one. I'm going to choose. Yeah, so this, I can see the screen really changes the color of my image. So I'm going to just prop. I have a stand, which I should probably be using so that not everything falls down. I can put that there. What is this one? Is that more blue? Oh gosh, that looks awful. Here, let's go back to this one. That was black and white. I can actually change my screen to black and white. Julie says, any idea when people will be asked to vote? Yeah, see, I'm not sure. I'm going to listen to one of the past ones, and you should be able to, like on YouTube, they kind of, they replay the lives, so they'll probably be like, I'll listen and then I'll let you know, Julie. I think that's probably going to be easiest. I know. And I have contacted them, Martina. Thank you. The art battle is still showing your cancelled Insta account. Yeah, it does. On their Instagram page, it shows my shop Blue Shine Art, but actually in the website, yeah, it's showing my, which I feel like is, well, it's hard because then they can't come over to my account. But yeah, I will contact them again because that's I figure someone knows about it, and that's why they corrected the Instagram one, but maybe the web person who updates the website does not know about it. Okay, we have 20 minutes, but I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. This is really dark. But thank you, Martina. I emailed them the other day because I realized that. But nothing has been done. So Art Battle, if you're listening to this, please correct it. I don't know who to contact other than the contact that has been contacting me, so kind of just been doing it that way. Let's see. I want something that is the Sketch and Wash. This is water soluble, but it is a, what is it? Doesn't it have a B? It's a 588 series. Not sure what that is. Julie says, I think it's the same for the people I told you about this morning. They got new handles, I think. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Somebody else was telling me that just before a competition, their account got taken down as well. Or like a big event. So I'm not sure if it's, I don't know. I really don't know. If you're not a Patreon, you're watching here, you can subscribe to my Substack for free, and you do get a lot of updates there. Like, it's a really good idea. It's a newsletter that I send out. Patrons and Substacks are pretty much, patrons get bigger discounts, and then we also have live meets. So that's the difference between Patrons and Substack, but I usually do share the news over on Substack too. So if you don't want to pay into or join our meets at the weekends, but you still want to be updated on what's happening, then join my Substack newsletter. And I have to put that, honestly, like, time just runs out. Yesterday I was up until 12, and I thought I had gathered all the images that I wanted for this week, but I hadn't, so I was doing that. It just takes time. Everything takes time. I'm trying to cram in 20 years of making sure that I don't know, after 20 years you have your people who, I have all of you guys, so I know that that's really the most important. But for something like Art Battle, I do need a little bit more of, I need more views because other people will share it. There may be people from Toronto on my page, which I know that nobody is from Toronto other than Teresa, and, you know, it just, I don't know. And struggling a little bit because, you know, when you come to this kind of thing and you need numbers to promote and things like that's where, you know, all your work has gone into. And with social media and the algorithm being what it is, like, my goodness, it's just like a mess. Okay, the eyes are going to be too far apart. That's not good. It's going to make him look a little bit human, I think. And get his nose in. The nice thing about the ArtGraf, and I'll show you in a minute, is that you can lift it off of your paper as well. But this pencil is also water soluble, so I can use this. I think I'm going to use just a little bit of water to lift around his nose. And then make it a little bit darker with the charcoal. Julie says, anyone whose kids love wolves, please try to get your hands on Loup Noir by Antoine Goulopé. It's published in France but has no text, and it's one of the best kids' book ever published. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. I love picture books, and I'm not a kid, so, and I know that a lot of people who are illustrators just love picture books, and I'm always looking for new picture books, so I'll check it out for sure. Loup Noir. Loup is wolf in French. It, translated, does it mean black wolf? Oh, I think I could make his ears a bit bigger. See, the charcoal really does come up very, very dark. I think my wolf needs a little bit more contrast around here, the edges. Alexandra says yes, and Julie says yes, black wolf, but I haven't found it in English. Ah, don't pronounce the P at the end. Le Noir. Le Noir? My goodness. Ah, because it doesn't have an E at the end. Julie says yes, Alexandra. Hasn't aged a bit. It's good for illustrators, wannabe too. Wannabe illustrators too. Very strong narrative. Le Noir. Okay, I want a little bit more darkness here, and then I'm going to use my ArtGraf again. Darken up under here too. They're actually nice together. I like them together. Well, that's your 10 minutes, but I'm going to continue with this one. I feel like he needs a face, for sure. Okay, watch. Julie said, oh, okay. And Alexander says, excellent pronunciation. Julie was saying yesterday in our meet that like accents change a lot, even in France, like from south to north, like from Parisian French to southern accents. See, I grew up with friends in the south of France, so I really don't know. I mean, we learnt French in school, and I think it was more Parisian French that we learnt. So I'm not sure, like if any of the southern, I don't know if my friend had a southern accent. I guess that's something that you don't really notice unless you're there a lot. I don't feel like it's as is it as evident as all the British accents? I love accents. I find it fascinating that a country can have so many different accents and varieties of the same language. And then you can determine where they're from depending on their accent. I love it. Love it, love it. Julie says provincial, very often made fun of. Alexander says, oh yes, but for X, I bet Julie has accent to me and I to her. And Julie says, no, I'm from Paris originally. And Alexandra says, ah, bon, c'est bien, Julie, alors. And she says, I'm a foreigner here. You guys. Is it like England, where the southern parts of England are seen as like snobs, like the snobs of a country, and Parisians are seen like that? Or are the southerners seen as, I don't know, like, are people very classist in France as well, like they are in England? Maybe in England they're not as much anymore, but they used to be. We have 5 minutes left if you're drawing with us. I feel like I'm not getting enough like white on here. Yes, every region has a bit of an accent, but not as much as the various English accents. And Julie says yes. I'm assuming the yes is for like how the Parisians are seen as snobs. What people don't understand is that it's really like when you're born, it's not your choice where you're born. Like you're born into where you're born, like, and then people have things against you because you're from that area, but you know, like you don't choose your parents. So that's the hard thing, right? You get on with your life, and up to a certain age you have no idea how society is going to treat you, because where you, like, the region of where you live. Oh, thank you. See, I don't know, like it's, I need some light. I think it's not, there's some, I need to change a lot of it, but thank you, see. Julie says, no, unlike England, it would be the Parisians who'd be seen as the snobs, the bobos parisiens, and the southerns would be seen as, yeah, that's what I meant. Southern French has a lot more diphthongs. They add them everywhere. Parisian is seen as more pointu. Speech rhythm varies as well. It's very interesting. Yeah, I guess it's like in Canada, and you have the East Coast, the West Coast, and then you have Toronto. And the West Coast is more laid back. The East Coast, I don't know, is seen as like very homey, relaxed. So this has to be all darker. And I need a little bit, I don't know if this is going to lighten it. I have a lot of pink on this one. Let's get some color off of it. I need those baby wipes down here. I keep forgetting. We have a minute left. Thank you all for joining me this morning. And just quickly again, if you're a patron, there are huge savings on the classes that I am teaching this week. They start tomorrow, the virtual art retreat. We are going to be working on portraits, landscapes, and if you can't make the lives, they are recorded, so you do have ample opportunity to watch these classes. There will not be another virtual art retreat until at least probably September. So this will be the last one that runs until September. I'm not sure if that'll change your mind to sign up. We're going to South Africa. We're going to the west coast of the States, like California and the Big Sur. Oh my God, the images are amazing that I found. And then we're going to Croatia, like old cities in Croatia, beautiful, and Jordan, which is, I have found some images from there which you will be like, wow. So yeah, so join me in my virtual art retreat, and if you are here listening, DM me and I'll send you the discount code, even if you're not a Patreon, because I'd love to have you guys join me in my classes. All right, thank you everybody. Have a really, really good a diphthong is like a cowboy. Two vowel sounds glued together. Cowboy. Okay. Thank you. C says I need to clone myself this week. You're funny. Yes, you do. No. Have a good day, everyone, and also go to the link on my stories. Art Battle is there with a link there. I may put it in my profile just for a couple of days, or like today and tomorrow, so that you can reach it really quickly. And yeah, have a good day. Oops, oh, I almost dropped that completely. I like this one. I really like that one. Today's prompt was wolf. I almost knocked you guys out of the holder. Bye everyone.